Have you ever wondered why some cars, gorgeous, big brand vehicles, turn into total nightmares just a few years down the road? The truth is, not every model is built to last past the 100,000-mile mark, a benchmark many consider the minimum for durability. Behind the shiny paint lie fragile transmissions, unreliable engines, complex electrical systems, or half-baked technologies. In this video, we're calling out 7 cars that seem like great buys but end up costing a fortune to maintain, helping you avoid mistakes and keep your wallet safe. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Seven cars that struggle to reach 100,000 miles. 1. Range Rover. It sounds luxurious. It looks luxurious. But it's a hidden nightmare for your bank account. For years, Range Rover SUVs have been marketed as the pinnacle of British elegance, commanding chassis, lavish interiors, and cutting-edge tech. But ask a seasoned mechanic and they'll smirk and say, these are gold mines for repair shops because they break down constantly. The reality? Modern Range Rovers are packed with electronics, but their electrical systems are notorious for acting up. One day, the air conditioning throws an error. Next, the windows, lights, or driver assist systems might fail like a game of chance. Owners often complain. They barely get to enjoy their new ride before it's stuck in the shop for weeks. In some cases, a Range Rover spends 4 months of its first year in the repair shop, and when it comes out, old issues may be gone, but new ones pop up. That's not even mentioning serious problems like cracked engine gaskets, which can cause major engine damage. Check the used car market, and you'll see Range Rovers lose value shockingly fast. Buyers might think, wow, a luxury SUV for such a low price? What a steal! But the real cost shows up in massive repair bills. The issue isn't whether the car runs, it's the constant anxiety. Every time you start it, you're rolling the dice, wondering what'll go wrong today. A $100,000 plus SUV that keeps you up at night worrying about the check engine light? That's why Range Rovers top the list of fancy in the showroom, trouble on the road. So, if you're eyeing a luxury SUV for the long haul, ask yourself, do you want a car to enjoy or a repair bill printer parked in your garage? 2. Chevrolet Cruze. In the US, Chevrolet has long been the go-to for every man's cars. When the Cruze hit the market, it was hyped as a reliable choice in the compact sedan segment, but reality hit hard. The Cruze quickly became one of GM's biggest letdowns. It sounds crazy, but some Cruze owners have had to replace their transmission, get this, 3 times before hitting 70,000 miles. Yes, 3 transmissions in under 5 years. And this isn't a one-off. The Cruze's automatic transmissions were slammed from the start for shoddy design, sloppy manufacturing, and a knack for failing early. Owners often say they bought a Cruze thinking, American cars are easy and cheap to fix. But they soon regret it, dragging their car to the shop over and over, racking up repair bills. The Cruze has a classic trap, a low price tag. Buyers get lured by the bargain, only to realize that fixing the transmission, sensors, and cooling system costs more than the money they saved up front. One owner put it bluntly, I should have spent a few extra grand on a Honda Civic or Toyota Corolla. I'd have saved a fortune on repairs by now. To be fair, the Cruze isn't entirely hopeless. The rare manual transmission version is far less troublesome and more durable, thanks to its simpler, low-risk design. But most Cruzes sold in the US are automatics, and that's where the nightmare begins. So, if you spot a used Cruze for sale at a great price, beware. Some deals are traps in disguise. The Cruze is a textbook case of cheap to buy, expensive to keep, and a costly lesson for anyone who trusts a brand blindly. 3. Mini Cooper. The Mini Cooper, its name alone conjures images of a compact, stylish European car, bursting with personality on every city street. That's the charm that makes so many people fall in love and open their wallets. But the harsh truth? That adorable exterior hides a risky machine that few can drive worry-free past 100,000 miles. Picture this: a Mini, just a few years old, already plagued by a string of issues. The engine often suffers from burnt head gaskets, a serious problem that can wreck the motor if not caught early. The electrical system? Fragile to the point of disbelief. One customer brought their Mini to the shop because the headlights stopped working. When the mechanic opened it up, they found wires melted together like sticky candy, and the car was only 3 years old. For a modern car, that's simply unacceptable. It gets worse. The Mini CVT transmission is notorious for its short lifespan. When it fails, you're often stuck replacing the entire unit at a jaw-dropping cost. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Under the Mini badge lies the shadow of BMW. Many parts even carry the BMW logo and come with a luxury price tag. A simple brake caliper or spare part can cost way more than you'd expect. The result? Owners get caught in a vicious cycle. They buy the car for its cute design, but the longer they drive, the more frustrated they become as repair costs skyrocket. Some joke that the Mini isn't a cute little car, but a mini wallet draining machine. If you're set on a compact, fuel-efficient, reliable car, consider options like the Honda Civic or Toyota Corolla. The Mini Cooper may be charming, but it's not built for the long haul. If your goal is to cruise past 100,000 miles without breaking the bank, the Mini is far from the ideal companion. Pause for 3 seconds and hit the subscribe button to support us. Fiat 500. The Fiat 500. Its name screams Italian flair, pure fashion, once marketed as the epitome of European style in the heart of America. Compact, cute, and with eye-catching colors, it seems like the perfect pet car for anyone craving something unique. But reality proves otherwise. The Fiat 500 isn't a car for the long term, especially when it comes to hitting 100,000 miles. Imagine being an owner. At just 40,000 miles, your engine blows up despite a flawless maintenance record. It's not because you skipped oil changes or forgot routine checks. It's simply because the engine quality is subpar. For a modern car, that's a shock that's hard to swallow. Fiat was absent from the US market for 3 decades before returning alongside Chrysler. But instead of bringing fresh innovation, they repeated old mistakes. Poor quality control. The Fiat 500's automatic transmissions have triggered recalls for hundreds of thousands of vehicles due to a glitch that causes them to randomly shift into neutral, putting drivers in dangerous and frustrating situations. Combine that with a weak engine and sluggish transmission, and this tiny car struggles to meet American tastes. No surprise, then, that Fiat 500 sales have plummeted, from over 40,000 units in its first year to barely 5,000 in recent years. Rumors swirl that Fiat might exit the US market again, as customers lose patience with a car that's pretty but useless. Sure, the Fiat 500 might still work in some European markets, where manual or diesel versions are common and driving demands are lighter. But in the US, where long distances and reliability are priorities, the Fiat 500 is a clear misstep. If you want a compact, dependable car, look to the Toyota Yaris or Honda Fit. With the Fiat 500, the road to 100,000 miles is more like a risky adventure. 5. Nissan Altima, newer models. The Nissan Altima was once a star in the midsize sedan segment. A decade ago, it was the go-to choice for American families looking for a reliable car that could last for years and rack up hundreds of thousands of miles without breaking a sweat. But ever since Renault took the reins, the Altima has lost its soul, leaving disappointment for those who once trusted it. You can see the difference clearly when you compare. Older Altimas were praised for their durability, fuel efficiency, and minimal issues. Newer models, however, bring a string of frustrating moments. The biggest weakness? The CVT transmission. In theory, A CVT boosts fuel efficiency and delivers smoother driving. But in the Altima, it's a fatal flaw. Slipping gears, jerking, or outright failing, forcing owners to replace the entire transmission, a costly repair. That's not all. The newer Altima's engine often suffers from cracked or burnt head gaskets, a problem modern technology should easily prevent. Yet, what shouldn't happen has become a familiar nightmare for many owners. Those who loved their old Altima and bought the new version often feel shocked and let down when a car they trusted turns into a rolling heap of scrap. Here's the kicker. Nissan keeps the Altima's price competitive enough to tempt buyers looking for a midsize sedan. And because the name is so familiar, many assume they're getting the same safe bet as before. But reality is far different. If your goal is to cruise past 100,000 miles without worry, the newer Altima will almost certainly let you down. Let's be honest, there are far more reliable sedans out there today, like the Toyota Camry or Honda Accord, which are durable, hold their value, and cause fewer headaches. If you put your faith in the new Altima, you'll soon realize that what was once Nissan's pride is now just a memory. 6. Jeep 4xe, Wrangler and Grand Cherokee Hybrid. Jeep has long been synonymous with rugged, all-American toughness, built to conquer any terrain with ease. But when Jeep entered the hybrid era with its 4xe lineup, from the Wrangler to the Grand Cherokee, the picture got a lot less rosy. It sounds appealing. Legendary off-road capability paired with fuel-saving tech. But in reality, the Jeep 4X feels like a rushed experiment, turning many owners into unwilling test subjects. The biggest issue lies in the battery and electric drivetrain. Owners report batteries overheating, with some cases of fires leading to recalls. On top of that, syncing the traditional gas engine with the electric motor often goes haywire. One moment you're losing power, the next the transmission is acting up, making driving feel like a gamble. You never know if the car will cooperate or leave you stranded mid-journey. Plenty of owners share frustrating stories. They bought a Jeep 4X to save on gas, only to spend thousands of dollars in weeks waiting for parts when the battery or converter fails. And since this is complex technology, not every repair shop can handle it, driving up labor costs even more. Some owners even call the 4X a camping in the shop vehicle, because it spends more time in the garage than on the road. Sadly, these issues aren't rare. Jeep forums are flooded with questions from owners whose cars, just months old, are plagued by problems, from check engine warnings to complete power loss. For a brand that prides itself on durability, this is a real letdown. If you're set on an electrified SUV, there are more reliable options out there, like the Toyota RAV4 Prime or Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. The Jeep 4X's promises may sound tempting, but the risks are too high to bet on. After all, no one wants a legendary off-roader that turns into a ticking time bomb in their garage. 7. Nissan Rogue. The Nissan Rogue was once one of America's best-selling SUVs thanks to its modern design, comfortable features, and affordable price tag. But beneath that seemingly attractive package lies a car with too many risks for anyone hoping for a long-term relationship. If your goal is to hit 100,000 miles without constant repair headaches, the Rogue is likely to let you down. Its biggest weakness? The 3-cylinder VC turbo engine, a technology that sounds cutting-edge but is overly complex and fragile. On paper, this engine can adjust its compression ratio, promising both power and fuel efficiency. In reality, it degrades quickly, with many cases requiring a full engine replacement due to severe failures. Add to that Nissan's infamous CVT transmission, which remains a nightmare. It slips, jerks, or fails completely, often well before 100,000 miles. And when the CVT breaks, you're usually stuck replacing the entire unit with a price tag that can leave owners reeling. It's not just the engine and transmission. The Rogue's electronics are far from reliable. Reports to the NHTSA have flagged numerous complaints about engine issues and check engine lights that stay on endlessly, with no permanent fix. Some owners, just a few years into ownership, have shelled out big bucks just to keep their Rogue limping along for daily commutes. The irony? The Rogue still sells like hotcakes, largely due to its sleek design and appealing feature list on the brochure. But that's the trap. Buyers get drawn in by the price and amenities, only to pay the price later with a flood of hefty repair bills. If you want a compact SUV that's safe for the long haul, the Toyota RAV4 or Honda CR-V are far more dependable choices. With the Rogue, choosing it is like betting your wallet on a game where the odds are stacked against you. These 7 cars may seem tempting, but are really money pit traps. The Range Rover with endless electrical issues, the Chevrolet Cruze with its frail automatic transmission, the Mini Cooper with its good looks but pricey parts, the Fiat 500 with its weak and failure-prone engine, the newer Nissan Altima with its awful CVT, the Jeep 4X with its risky battery and electric systems, and the Nissan Rogue with its fragile 3-cylinder engine. The lesson? Don't be fooled by appearances or cheap prices. Choose a car based on real durability if you want to cruise past 100,000 miles with peace of mind. If the video is good, hit like. If not, hit subscribe.